Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. In 2011, Tudor brought back its Advisor alarm watch. The original Advisor, launched in 1957, inspired the modern Heritage Advisor, a timepiece that was at the time the most complicated Tudor watch ever made. Fast forward 2 years from 2011 to 2013, and now we are talking about the Tudor Heritage Advisor with black dial. And for a lot of the market, the black dial that followed the silver is going to be the one to get. There was later the flamboyant cognac, but I think this is going to hit the meat of the market. Now, the watch is a case made of titanium, and we have titanium grade 5 primarily for the case itself, and then you'll find that features like the crowns and the bezel are stainless steel, and the titanium case helps to conduct the sound of the alarm, so it has a practical purpose. The watch is large, though not huge, 42 millimeters in diameter, 14 millimeters thick, 49.3 from lug to lug. It's got a broad 22 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. Zoom out, get the bird's eye view, be able to see the arm in relation to the hand, the watch, and everything in proportion. And it's a big watch. And I would say that if your wrist is my size, you can wear this. But if your wrist is any smaller than mine, I think it's going to overwhelm you. So just taking a look here, my wrist is 16 centimeters circumference, flat across the top. The watch is not thin, but it is also not thick. 14 is not as much as you would think, but modern standards, that's not bad. Most sleeves will glide over the side of that. The strap is upscale. As you can see, we've got medium rectangular symmetrical scale alligator leather, always a good cut of the animal. A lot of bolstering or stuffing to add volume. You can see we got a sort of a matte finish to all of this, a monotone stitch, folded edge on the bottom calfskin. Taking a quick look at the strap, you can see it's a brand new Tudor factory strap. The clasp is a single fold, and it works like this. You've got these little strakes on the side that allow you to easily grip and then snap it in place, lower the clamshell. See that little Tudor shield? That's the logo of the company right there on the dial. Now, a few things to note. When you pop this open, you can see that there are ceramic spring-loaded pin snaps. So the idea is, no matter how many times you close this, the tolerances won't become any less snappy. And that's the idea with the ceramic, unable to be worn down by the steel. You don't have to worry about this mechanism getting ropey over time. Rolling around the case, it's mostly of high polish, and I find that titanium, grade 5 polished, tends to be pretty durable. And when it's marked, it tends to hide marks well. See, a little bit difficult for me to show you the scratches on the side of this because it hides them so well. They're there. This is not a new watch, and we're not pitching it as such, but grade 5 polished tie does a good job of resisting heavy marking and then hiding it when something does happen. Let's be honest, from here you can't see a thing. Taking a look at the pusher, this is actually an arming mechanism for the alarm, so you can turn it on and off. The crown for the alarm does nothing in the first position. In the second position, it winds. And then in the third position, it allows you to set the alarm. And if it is armed in the on position, you can also see the power reserve for the alarm. And that is the power reserve for the alarm, not the watch. Also worth mentioning, 100 meters water resistant. The watch has a reasonable amount of lume. And then we have a movement that was, at the time, the most complicated Tudor ever made. You can see it's a simple screwed-in case back. On the dial side, we have applique tri-Arabic numerals 9, 12, and 3, as well as polished and faceted indices. We have a date down at the bottom that is a pointer-style date, and it's adjusted thusly. You've got a quick set for that date. Pull the crown out again. You have hacking or hacking, stop seconds. The red lacquered index for the alarm. And then inside, underneath the power reserve, alarm, and pointer date module, you have an ETA 289282. So bidirectional winding, automatic of course, 42-hour power reserve, 4 Hz beat rate. You've got stop seconds, you've got the quick set, you've got the alarm, you've got the power reserve indicator, you've got the on, you've got the off. There is lots to love. This is a very Versatile watch. This is one of those watches that, especially if it were on a water-resistant strap that allows you to take it in the water, this would be a do-it-all watch. So put it on a different strap and you're good to go. This could be the only watch you ever need. And the alarm, in my opinion, is the most practical of complications. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.